We do a few more turns. He's one of these, before we get home, I was just going to say, he's one of these that you feel like you're in him, not on him. And he's so sort of, he's not over wide, but he's so sort of like solid and compact. You kind of feel that like you'd have to throw yourself off to fall off him, you know, that kind of, you know, there's no sharpness about him. Even if you did a little shy, I think you'd have to throw yourself off before you'd get unseated. He feels like that. No, I haven't taken him into the forest yet, but I can almost guarantee he'll be no different in an open field or the forest to what he is here. Just going to do another turn. Right, okay. Can we come round? No. Yeah, but you're coming round on your forehand, aren't you? I want you to come round. I want you to use that nice back end of yours. Yes. I want you to use it. Now, use it. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Very good. Right. You're a cuddly bubbly, aren't you? Yes, you're a cuddly bubbly. I think he can't believe that he's being praised for doing so little. I should think in his life to earn some praise he'd have to jump a 2'6" fence or canter a complete circle on the correct leg without stopping, or something like, you know, big. Not just walking along like this. He wouldn't have got praise for this. So he's kind of like, in his way, he's glowing, you know. He's thinking, oh, I don't have to do it all. I mean, of course, he'll respond so positively to praise. It does have to be earned, but you know, if he's earned it, he gets it, and he's just amazed at how little he has to do to get praise. And you can see now, on the way back, he's walking up, so he doesn't have to do that jog. So soon he'll walk out the same, going out. Yeah, when I've given him a few more rides. Actually, we could pop into this big cornfield, because I'm pretty certain you'd be exactly the same. So I should be alright on Jupiter. I'll wear my reflective clothing, and he's white, you know, he's got a lot of white on him, and the visibility is good tonight. It's not misty or rainy, and so we should be alright for our second ride. And to make sure that he's not going to give me a hard time, Michael will have given him a lunch, because it is Monday. They've had a couple of days off, and all the horses have been quite spooky today. I don't know why, because it's a nice day, you know, it's not that windy. But in here, they haven't been in here before, but I can sort of almost guarantee, you know, well, we never know. I mean, he might suddenly turn into a monster, but I can almost guarantee that he'd be just as sensible in here as he is everywhere else. Good boy. I want to just go down to here. Not particularly straight lines, I'll admit, but you know, that'll come. boy. There. Now, we'll do a couple of turns here. There, good boy. Just turn here. There, good boy. Is it over? Yeah. Now I'm going to turn the other way. There. Again. Yes, good boy. Good boy. One more turn. Yes, good boy. There. Right, now we'll walk back. Well, it's as I thought. It's exactly the same. No race. It's exactly the same. As on the roads. I mean, yes, if you do want to have a really good canter in a cornfield, he's probably not the horse, but, you know, I'd rather come into a cornfield when they didn't want to have a good canter. You know, it's nice just to be able to walk on a relaxed rein and know that they're not spooky. And they're not going to do anything. Now, that's kind of a test because we don't really know him, and you never know what's in a horse. You know, they can appear as people know who've, you know, maybe bought a horse and then got it home, and a few days later it wakes up and it's a very different horse. So I mean, I don't take any chances, you know, anymore. I kind of make sure that the situation is going to be right, otherwise I just won't do it, because I don't want to deal with any aftermath, so to speak. You know, at one point, yeah, I didn't really care whatever they did, I just went with it, but not anymore. Now I want to know what they're going to do pretty much before I take them in. If I feel they're not ready, then we don't go in, simple as that, because I don't want to deal with it. But it was a good test for him because, you know, there are little fellows, you know, naughty pony syndrome, and it's not the pony's fault, of course it's not, but, you know, they have that kind of label, which is a bit unfortunate. But what happens is you take them off the road where they appear really quiet, you go into an open cornfield and they suddenly spring to life and start doing humping and trying to run with their head between their legs towards the exit to come home. I mean, I've ridden so many like that, and I'm sure people watching this have ridden at least one in their life. You know, you think, oh gosh, you can't even go into a field because it suddenly turns into a monster and either wants to sort of gallop madly somewhere or start jigging going sideways, or the usual thing is they start throwing themselves around and trying to come out as fast as they can. But this little fellow, you know, he shows that, you know, he hasn't got any tricks up his sleeve. He is a genuine little boy, and, you know, really for a more mature rider that wants to, you know, enjoy, who's that? That's alright. Oh, that's him looking a bit like he's getting a quick walk. He's not exactly shy, but I don't know, something in that chicken run or something. Yeah, so if you want to enjoy the countryside, on a traffic-proof course, on the lanes, go off-road sensibly, in walk if you want to, and that you don't have to ride every day, to keep him sane, then I think little Harold will do that job.